Welcome back to the channel, guys, with Paradox the Rapper. If you're new to the channel, I am a YouTube DIY rapper where I'm not certified by anybody other than the fact that I learned how to rap on YouTube and I'm doing it myself. You can see my progress from day one of me first rapping my car if you scroll all the way down and look at all my previous videos, or check out my Instagram. But today I am getting this car ready for Hoonigans. So we're gonna turn it from this into that. I'm gonna show you how we got there, so stay tuned. Before I get started on the body work, I'm going to show you guys everything that I need to do. Basically, the stickers on the window all need to come off except for these little ones on the side. So the eliminate sticker needs to go and the lucrative sticker also needs to go. This sticker needs to come off as well. He doesn't want any embossing. He's got brand new stickers for the windshield there. This front part right here is kind of a pain in the ass because that splitter thing that he put on, well, it's been dragging on the ground this whole time, and the bolts on the other side of the splitter on the underside has all been stripped due to the fact that it's been dragging on the ground and wearing down the bolts. So I can't really take those ones on the corners off, and these ones in the middle, you got to go all the way in there and then do all kinds of stuff with it. So if I can take off the bumper easily, which I'll try, I'll take it off, but I think I can wrap the whole thing without having to do any of that. So I'm really good at working around all of this mess right there. On the doors, his body work is great, so I don't really need to do any of the fender stuff. We're just gonna leave that as is. But here, this thing, I'm gonna sand this down and throw some Bondo on it and kind of shape it so that you can't see this. I'll try my best. He already knows I'm not a body shop, and we'll see what I can do. But it's better than having this, and that's really noticeable because it's on the driver's side. Back here, I'm gonna have to take this thing off. I wanted to avoid doing that, but he says there's only 4 bolts in there, so we'll do that. All of these stickers need to go. These stickers need to go. And on the other side, all the door handles need to come off. So I'll show you guys how to take off the door handles in this next segment here. And if you have one of these and you want to wrap it, this is the video for you, because we're going to show you how it's done. Okay, so he's got all of the inside basically disassembled for me, and basically down here you have this little thing. You pop that off, and then you pull this back, and then now all you have to do is take off the screw that is right in here with a tort. I think that's what it's called. It looks like this. You don't need to remove this, then the door handle will slide right off. Okay, so the stickers are all off. That was pretty easy. Just took a razor to them. Obviously, you guys will not see this video until after Christian has revealed his video. Let me show you guys how we got started and ended up to where you saw it. So this color here is a tech wrap color. This color is called RB04. That's the code, and it's called Passionate Purple. So it's a tech wrap Passionate Purple. Looks candy when I'm looking at it, but on camera, you know, the LED light kind of throws it off. So it's gonna be beautiful. So we're gonna get this started. I'm gonna wipe down the whole car with some half 70% and half water alcohol. So you can get this stuff from like Walgreens or whatever, Rite Aid. You just get one of these right here, and you mix it half and half in the bottle, and that will break up all the grease and everything. So I like to put it on a towel like that, and I'm gonna wipe this down. the perfect setup. This color is pretty dang crazy. But the goal on this particular fender is that it's got such a wide like stance, and it's got a hard edge up here and down here. You want to make sure that you get this part all nice and flat, because down here you got more of the fender, and then up here, as long as you have your wrinkles going that way and this way, you can heat this right in the middle and pull up, and it'll be all set. So right here I got my edge nice and set there, and then I heat this right here and I can pull down on it and it will come right out. So down here we don't care about what happens down here, because there's a separation in the fender, and we're going to do this part as a separate piece just because there's that right there. So you just need to make it down here. So the scrap piece that I cut off of the wheel is going to be used for that. Back on the time lapse. So very important thing on this car and any white car is that you have to cut a little bit extra, but not damage the paint or the headlight. So you gotta use a very light touch and a very sharp blade. And then with that extra, you can just kind of separate the pieces a little bit, like the light and the bumper, and then you can just tuck it in with your tucker tool. So here I'm doing the whole piece that will cover the quarter panel and both doors and the side skirt. The trick to this one is that you want to cut a lot extra. Here I only cut about 4 inches extra, and I ended up being short because I was cutting leads for each panel as I go, and then I ran out of material. So you see this front door here, it's kind of short on material, so I had to do a bit of stretching just to make it work. And you want to avoid doing that. You want to have enough material so that you can just lay it across comfortably. So this is definitely Okay guys, here is the result of all the wrapping. This whole side is pretty much done. It was pretty simple. If you follow my explanations on how to do it, you will pretty much be fine. The name of the game is to hide the white. Since this is a white car, you see right here, you can see all of that white. So what you have to do here is I'll show you guys in the last part of this segment. You basically open up the gas cap, and then you just lay a strip right where the white is, so it hides all the white deep inside, and then you redo the gas cap in a separate piece as a scrap piece. Over here you have to have all of this so that it hides this white when you put the lights on. So that's why you have to kind of take off stuff when it's a white car. Down here, I'm gonna finish this off by showing you guys how to do this and that little piece. And then part 2 will be the rest of the car. And we'll stay tuned for that. But first, I have to do some carbon fiber accents on this Corvette. Okay, so here I got the knifeless tape all laid out. And the middle part of the hood is gonna be carbon fiber, as well as the top of the roof. So you got a knifeless tape going along the roof line right there. There's a whole bunch of white in there that you'll be able to see if this is closed, but to a certain degree. So what I want to do is lay some purple right along here, and maybe up here, and maybe up here, just so that when you're looking at the car, you don't see any white at all. And here on the gas cap, I'm gonna have to redo this in another piece so that all this gets wrapped over with an overlap so that you can't see all that white. Here in the door, you probably couldn't see this in the time lapse, but this is kind of what you have to do on a white car. Is you have to make sure that you have enough extra so that when you close the door like this, you notice how you can't see any white at all. But if you didn't wrap all the way down to here, you'll see white. And then here, similarly, you can't see white there, because what I did was I wrapped it over to here. So if you try to do this in one piece, you'll get like lifting like this right here. So this does not look good. And most people who own their cars after you wrap them get annoyed by that. So what you want to do is cut that out and then use a separate strip if you can't make this bend without that bubbling up. So I'm actually going to do that on this one. And then similarly over here, I'm having the same issues right here. So I'm going to pull this back and try to tuck that in. If that doesn't work and it still happens, then I'm just going to cut that off and lay a separate piece there. So up here, you're looking at, this is how far you got to go down on the roof line. Basically, to make it look good, you just kind of want to clean up all of this extra trimming by running like a blade and a squeegee right along here, so that your cuts are even, and it's not that noticeable that it's kind of wavy. Over here on the top, you have to take the trimming off so that you wrap all the way down to here, so when the trimming comes back on, it covers all the white. So hiding the white is very important on this particular car. Right down here on the hood, same thing. I had to wrap all the way down to here just to hide the white. If it was a black car, you can just trim it right at the hood line, and you won't have the same problem. So on a black car, you would just cut along there. Okay guys, I'm gonna get on the time lapse, finish off this part, and show you how to do this. So I'm doing this part first on the outside just because I have a big enough piece. I'm going to show you guys all the details down here on this little part. We've done it like this, where I'll fold that in and heat it up, but this is a separate piece, and then this whole top part is connected all the way up to here. There's a little emblem like on the other side. Let me show you guys. So on the other side, he needs to get one of these for that side, and then he'll be all set. But in the meantime, this bottom piece here is a separate piece as well. There's a little baby seam that runs right there, and that's kind of unavoidable. You're gonna have to do that. Down here, I'll tuck all this in and heat it in a little bit when I go and finish this off on part 2. But this is what the side skirt looks like. To make it into here, you kind of have to do a separate piece in there. So it looks like this here. Okay, right down there. You fold it all the way up to that. So when you close the door, even at this angle, you still don't see any white. Similarly, back here, you fold it all the way down to there. So I like to wrap it and then fold it over and then open the doors. So you kind of open to contamination, but if you wrap it up to where the door is, even if you get contaminated right there, you don't really see that. That's just meant for you to, when you close the door, that door doesn't lock because I took the lock thing off. But when you close the door, it looks like that, where you don't see anything at all. So back here on the gas cap, this side's complicated because of this. I have laid down a little strip right into here and up in here as well. So I mean, I can clean this up, but this is not really part of the wrap. It's only meant so that when you close it, you don't see any white. Okay, so that's the point. Okay guys, that is how you do the whole side of your hatchback WRX if you were to wrap it yourself. And that concludes it for this part 1 episode of how to wrap your WRX. This episode is brought to you by Tech Wrap. They hooked it up with the roll, so you can get 5% off by entering the code PARADOX at techwrap.com. Tech Wrap hooked it up big time and got him this crazy awesome color. I'm so happy to put this on, and it's gonna look great once I finish the whole car. Thank you guys again for watching. If you like this wrap, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, and then tell me if you've tried wrapping yourself or not. So let me know in the comments, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, and off it goes with a brand new carbon fiber look.